Man, it was a different story tonight after the first game between the Jazz and the Lakers. Utah probably exposed some things this Lakers team is going to have to figure out. And is Utah back? I don't know. Let's talk about it. It's the Hoop Nerd Show. All right, so Utah gets another win. This puts them in the tankathon race at number 3. Utah needs to be careful because you do not want to be messing around with your position come lottery night. But Utah is still in a good spot for the lottery. Now let's talk about the Lakers really quick, and then we'll talk about the Jazz. This is going to be a short one, guys. I feel terrible. I'm still sick. I feel awful, but we've got a little bit of cold medicine, a little bit of Mountain Dew, and this will get us through, I guess. All right, so LeBron James looked awesome in this one. He did only play 33 minutes, although only. He's 40 years old. 33 minutes is pretty good at this point. He goes 18, 7, and 6. He was mostly relegated to be a three-point shooter because him and Luka Doncic were sharing the load. Luka only plays 23 minutes. Part of that was he got in foul trouble in kind of 5 minutes into the third quarter around there. And he was out. And, Luka, we kind of saw the reasons why Luka got traded is he's not looking super in shape. The defense is bad. And, that Mavericks team was designed completely around him, where he has the ball all the time. He's running plays, kickouts, or him just taking shots. And then defensively, they surrounded him with wings and, drop bigs and things like that. And so this Laker team does not have the defensive talent that the Mavericks had, at least as much, and they don't have the centers that the Mavericks had. The Mavericks, to make Luka happy and to capitalize on Luka. Sorry, guys, I got the chills. My hands are so cold. I got them in my pockets. Luka doesn't have an elite center on this team. He had two very, very high-level centers in, Lively and Gafford. And now on this Lakers team, he's with Jackson Hayes, who got injured tonight. And this Lakers team has no centers. And Ben, you're right. Luka's fouling shooters. He's not a good defender. And so his go-to is just foul. He's not a good defender, guys. He's a bad defender. So for this Lakers team, you go from Anthony Davis, who's like a first-team all-defense type player, to Luka Doncic, who's last team all defense. So it's going to be interesting to see how they do. But tonight was that first night they beat the Jazz, Utah looked shell-shocked. I did not like what I saw, and I still feel the same way. I think Utah has a really good coach that knows how to beat weaknesses. In fact, if you're a Jazz fan, you got to be excited about Will Hardy because it shows some really great acumen and ability to adjust in a playoff series because they played him 2 times in a row. So it was kind of like a mini little playoff series. And Utah adjusted, went with the zone, and the Lakers couldn't figure it out. They just got crushed. When Utah went to the zone in the second half, they stuck with it, and they went on a 20-2 run, just crushed LA and didn't look back. And so I don't know if that's personnel or what with the Lakers. JJ Redick, they had all the clips online of him smiling about Luka and stuff. Well, JJ better get to that board like he talks about and write up some plays or figure it out. Adjust their defense or adjust their offense to attack the zone because I don't know. And it becomes a lot of Luka passing it out to LeBron and LeBron passing it out to Luka. And it's a lot of your turn, my turn right now. And so we'll see if they can figure it out. But it was not good tonight. And the zone absolutely killed the Lakers in the second half. They could not figure it out. Zone was what did it. So I wonder if there's any other teams out there that will, sorry guys, I'm sick, that will attack the Lakers in that way. We'll see. It's fascinating. It's fascinating the first night to see how well the Lakers did. Second night, not so much. Jackson Hayes left after 7 minutes with some sort of injury. I did not see what that was. And so they were relying on Alex Len and Jared Vanderbilt, and it did not go well. And you are exposed pretty quickly at that point because you're relying on people like Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, Dalton Connect, and guys like that on defense, and that's pretty rough. And then also on top of that, you're relying on LeBron, who's 40 years old, who probably doesn't want to be playing 33 minutes of high-level defense every single night, and then also Luka Doncic, who is eating a lot of donuts. So I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's something to watch. Do they figure it out and it's fine, or is this a trend that we'll see? We'll just have to watch. I got the chills, guys. I feel terrible. This is like flu game stuff for me. I'm sorry. All right. Utah had a bounce back night, and the way that everyone looked terrible the game before, everyone looked a lot better tonight. For one, Lauri Markkanen finally had a good game. Finally had a big Lauri Markkanen $54 million game. 32 points, 60% from three, 61 from the field. He had 5 rebounds, 3 steals. Nice night for Lauri. You just want to see this more often. And he got a ton of like lob plays in the second half. Utah was just playing against the backups. Honestly, the Lakers emptied their bench. Like, it was like end of third quarter, early fourth quarter. I can't remember, but it was like there was a lot of game left, and they emptied their bench. They were not interested in playing too hard to end the game. So a lot of lobs to Lauri at the end of the game, and he played well. John Collins, 5 for 9 from the field, 7 perfect from the free throw line, 8 rebounds, 17 points. I just cannot believe there wasn't a team out there that didn't want John Collins. Like, this Laker team could certainly use John Collins even at center for them. It's something. It's someone who's competent and spreads the floor, shoots the three at 40%. Why didn't the Lakers come with a pick? Like, if Utah had been offered the package they gave to Mark Williams, who got rescinded, absolutely would have been incredible. And I don't know if Danny Ainge would have done that, but a fully unprotected pick and another one, and like Dalton Connect for John Collins, would you guys do that? I mean, I think the Jazz do. Oh my gosh, guys, this might have to get ended soon. I am like dying. Walker Kessler finally had the night. I thought he'd have the night tonight that he had last night, but 16 points, 6 blocks, 8 rebounds. He was very, very solid. Nice. Very nice to see. By the way, Jordan Clarkson, Isaiah Collier, and Keontae George were all on triple-double watch tonight. Clarkson played well. I don't know why we didn't trade Clarkson. It's just, it's nice that he's playing well, but it doesn't matter at this point, and Utah needs to lose games. But I will say it is fun to beat the Lakers, so it is what it is. But Utah needs to figure it out and hold their position. Collier looked a lot better tonight, and it was a lot more impactful. 10 points, 9 assists. Those assists were like mostly in the first half, so I don't know what happened that tapered off. But Keontae George had a big night as well. 20 points, 10 assists. He shot 58. Oh, and Collier 66% from the field, 1 for 3 from 3. So something to watch. And George, 33 minutes, 58% from the field, 42% from 3. He also had 10 assists, 7 rebounds. It was an awesome night for Keontae George. So that's nice to see. So their guard lineup is looking really good. And we'll see as this season goes on what happens. But my guess is we're going to see plantar fasciitis for Jordan Clarkson, and hopefully for the rest of the year, because Utah needs to lose these games. And Jordan Clarkson, as frustrating as he can be, provides some veteran presence, and Utah needs to lose games. Utah doesn't need veteran presence at this point. They need Cooper Flagg. So it's what they've got to do. Guys, that's about all I got. Oh, I will give a nice note to Cody Williams, who had 7 points, 3 steals. We talked about him on the show, and, he's had a mostly underwhelming season. He didn't make the Rising Stars, rightfully so. But the defensive advanced numbers look good with him. If you go to defensive LeBron, they look good. And when you have a night like tonight, 3 steals in 16 minutes, pretty good. And that was against, one of them was like a steal on LeBron. And so that's nice to see. I don't think Cody Williams is a bust at all. I mean, maybe he's just terrible. I don't know. But my take on Cody Williams is that it's just going to take longer than we thought it would. He's definitely a player that's worth investing in because he has so much size. It's crazy when you see him next to his brother Jalen that he's like a couple inches taller. He's so big, guys. He's like 6'9", 6'10". He's big and he's long. And so a player like that, with that kind of those physical gifts, is definitely someone you want to keep developing. And I'm sure the Jazz will do it. So, oh gosh, guys, I'm like shivering. I feel terrible. Oh my gosh. I gotta. Ooh. Not gonna lie, I feel absolutely awful. Whew. All right, let's play. Let's just get this flu game done. Let's play some power up. Let's see if the Jazz were in the lottery today and they've now solidified number 3 with 13 wins. What would happen? And let's go to the mock draft. By the way, another good news for Utah: Minnesota lost tonight, fell to 19. So that's nice to see. And it was against a Bucks team that didn't have Giannis playing. So something to watch. All right, let's see what would happen. Come on. There we go. Utah jumps. They get Dylan Harper, baby. Dylan Harper is coming to the Utah Jazz. The Utah Jazz have their cornerstone player, likely going to try to get another one next year. At least I hope so. And the 76ers get lucky and get Cooper Flag. Holy cow. I couldn't even imagine that. That's crazy. All right. Very successful. We got to give a shout out to the All-Stars. Let's see. Crud. It's going to take me a second, guys. This got exited out. Let's go. Let's go. By the way, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you'd like to support the channel, which I so appreciate, you can hit join, and I would love that. And it makes me just super grateful and super happy that I have you guys who support my channel. I really do. All right, guys. Ooh, I couldn't miss another game because of sickness. We had to flu game this, so here we go. Ryan Edward Perry, the legend. Dirty Jazz Car Wash Channel. I Believe in Steve, Jazz Exile. Baby Elliott Matson. See ya, Alexa Later. Christian House Money to Haas. Jordan the Goat Best Roll. Austin R. Grant Editor Extraordinaire. KG10 to TH5. And Patrick Akubo, the Connoisseur. Guys, once again, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and join if you